I just thought I would give you a quick scoop inside video of the inside of the bus. I know that there was a few friends and family that didn't quite get to see our bus before we left Brisbane. So we made it to Woodford yesterday and everything's going well. We decided to stay an extra day here today. Jay found a small oil leak. So we kind of he's going to work on that today, and I just thought I'd give you an inside video of a good way to have a before and after as well, even for us, given the fact that we're heading down to Bungendore for the next few months to do the refit. I think it's a great opportunity to do a before video of our lovely bus, and yeah, you can probably hear Jay hammering in the background, starting to work on that oil leak of some. I think he's working on batteries at the moment, but okay, so here's the inside. So down the front we've actually got some seats. They're going to be ripped out and they're going to be converted to some coach seats. We only probably want to put an extra 2 in down the track with seat belts for us. On this side, this is actually our pull down bed at the moment. I think the previous owners used it for themselves and they had the kids down the back, but this got our pillow top mattress in. It's right behind the driver's seat. We've got the sitting area booth. We've just got a temporary table. It did have a table set to the ground, but we pulled that out. We're just finding these are so much more practical for us because we can cart them outside. I can do the laundry. We can, you know, eat outside, cook outside, those kinds of things. So we found that a little bit more easier for us. This side, please ignore the kitchen. It was actually spotless about 5 minutes ago before Jay pulled all the tools out again. But yeah, just basic kitchen for now. Jay's hooked up the water, so we've got our little hose here that's we're using for showers and sinks, so we just sort of hook it around. We're completely gas and will be gas in the future as well, so we've got our little gas cooker and kettle and whatnot. Fridge, pantry. This here at the moment is a cassette toilet, which we've chosen not to use, only because I just don't want to deal with that. We're actually refitting with full compost toilet that Jay, I believe, is going to build, which will be pretty cool. We've got the shower on this side, but after the refit, this actually will be a full ensuite on this side, and the kitchen will be on this side here where the booth is right now. So it will change considerably to what it is right now. Cupboards we're using for clothing and linen. We've got to make our bed each day, so there's a bit of a pile. And for all you guys out there that love your tools, here's a little storage area that Jay's using right now. So he's got all his bits and bobs in here, all sorts of things. Like, I have no idea. I'm pretty sure there's even the jaws of life. I mean, what even fit? Anyway, I'm sure it'll come in handy somewhere along the line, but yeah, that's his tools for now. My lovely new Dyson. And back here, this is actually going to be our queen bed bedroom, which obviously will come out a little bit further. There was a line. Oh, there it is. Yep. So bedroom will be quite large for us. Obviously sleeping in it and traveling for the next 3 to 5 years on the road. So this will be our queen size bedroom, but for now, as you can see, plenty of storage. All underneath these, we've chock-a-blocked. We've got our water, our shoes, more tools. But yeah, at the moment, I think we're getting rid of that. We'll have ducted aircon. So this is actually all going to go. It won't look anything like this after the refit. So, but yeah, there's a bit of an inside scoop.
So, day 2. The house batteries lasted about maybe an hour after sunset last night, and then they were flat. So, and that's only running the low voltage lights. We're not actually using any of the high voltage stuff in the bus at the moment. So yesterday we pulled those out of the bus, so they were starting the bus, but they're the wrong sort of batteries for starting the bus, so we're going to pull them out. I'm going to put them in there, and had to make some new jump cables up so we can. The old system was 2 6-volt batteries, the new system's 2 12-volt batteries, so they'll have to run in parallel instead of these ones are in series. So we make some new cables up this morning, and gonna hook that up. Can't wait to rip probably 90% of this out. It's all very old. Some of it, a lot of it's original, since 1973, so a lot of it's going to be out. But anyway, that's the fun on day 2. G'day all. We're in Culpie. I don't know if that's how you spell it, but it's like
Culpie?
Culpie. I've heard it spelled a few different ways. Anyway,
North of Toowoomba.
Yeah, about 70 k's north of Toowoomba, or up between Blackbutt and Oakey. Anyway, so we ordered tyres and we're waiting for them to get delivered to Toowoomba, so we're just sort of hanging out here while that's going on. And just wanted to give you all a little bit of information, because we've had a few comments and a few messages from people saying, oh, you know, are you all right, you know, with the bus because it's got so many problems and that. We bought this knowing it was a project. Like, those of you that really know me well will know that I need a project in my life, otherwise I'm bored. And so when we went...
Why I keep you on your toes?
Yeah, pretty much. This is one of my projects. So we bought this knowing that it was going to be an enormous amount of work. It is very run down. It's sat around for the last 5 years. And before that, it was running for around 7 with the previous owners, I believe. And they've done a lot of kilometres with it. And I think before that, it was already a motorhome and some other people had already been around Australia in it. So I don't know.
She's well worked and tired, so
yeah, so
due for a refit, but you know, that's cosmetic. But yeah, there's a few bits and pieces that need fixing along the way while we travel down south, but we knew that. We knew what we were buying.
The reason why we did buy an old girl, apart from the fact that I like having a project, is that one of our aims was to go debt free, and by going out and by buying this and selling Nick's car, the Mazda, that had a big loan on it, so we got rid of that and we bought the Hilux. So, you know, theoretically now we are basically debt free and we can just do this with all cash, and means that we're in a much better position. So that was one of our target objectives, so I guess there's a better word for that. So we have done that. But yeah, while we're here today, while we're waiting, we
woke up to a frost.
It was a very small frost. There was about 20 square metres behind the bus. It actually had some silver stuff on the ground.
Put some photos up with this post today. But yeah, we woke up to a frost. Jay did some minor heart surgery on her and got into the pipes in the middle of the bus.
We now have running water at the sink and the shower. And this is a big thing, because the bus has been sitting around for so long, we didn't really want to use the existing systems. Plus the water tanks are rotted out, so which we all knew when we bought it.
So ripped out the hot water system.
So we ripped out 2 hot water systems today, and that took another 100 kilos out of the bus, I reckon.
We pulled our seats out as well, so we've got a little bit of a walking space.
We've got a lot more room in here now, so the seats that were there are now gone. And they're going to stay out probably permanently, but we'll just leave them on the back of the ute for now. Got
the laundry done.
Got the laundry done.
Sorted out all underneath.
And
had an awesome burger and chips from the pub.
The pub at Culpie is unreal. Awesome
Highly
food.
Recommend the pub. Cheap as chips. Awesome food.
Publicans as cheeky as. And I think Molly Meldrum turned up last night. Nick reckons.
It was his doppelganger, for real. If he's there tonight, I'll sneak a photo. Seriously, Molly Meldrum's doppelganger
But anyway, that's us, and that's why it's taken us so long to come down, because we're not really... We were trying to get down for an event, but we're not going to make that, so we're really in no hurry. So we'd be lucky if we do 70 k's a day probably, unless we need to make a new camp or something. But we're just taking our time and ambling down, and really this is going to be how we're going to spend the next probably 3 to 5 years. So may as well get used to it now. But it's been really good, and we're enjoying ourselves.
I think we're adapting well.
Yeah, we're pretty comfy in here now. We've got the water, so once we got the water going, we're sweet. So we had to do a little bit of maintenance today and attack an air filter. Wanted to put a new air filter in it. As you can see, it's got a lot of carbon in it. Had no, we can't get the original air filter. Originally this air filter was actually glued into there, probably about there, and it was actually glued into the bottom, so you had to replace the lid with the air filter. It was all one unit. However, we couldn't get the original air filter, and there's no numbers on it, and it looks like it hasn't been changed in a very long time. So we got a Baldwin filter that actually suits what we want, but couldn't get a lid, so we've had to remove that filter, and now this, I've found a filter that actually fits nicely in there, and it's the right length. So now we're going to have a crack at putting that in. Just driving past the checkpoint, all the people coming back from wherever into Queensland. If it's anything like the coast border, there'd be absolutely nothing inbound into New South Wales. It's only inbound into Queensland, so there's not many people here. There's only, I don't know, maybe, what's that, half a dozen trucks and half a dozen cars here, so. And we're in New South Wales, or I think when we go over the bridge here actually. But yeah, not much here anymore. Like, all the people that was trying to get across the border must have already come across. I heard stories the other day of it being 16 kilometres across getting across, but there we go, there's the McIntyre River under us, and we're in New South Wales, ready to get nice and cold over the next couple of days. Well, we decided to stay at a private camping ground in Dubbo because there's no showground or anything here. Well, the showground's here, but they don't, people don't stay at the showground here. Anyway, so this place is a vineyard, and we've got here and the people are not here, but hello. Look who we found.
Who's that?
No, it's a video, but just showing this is the cool place where we're staying tonight, so yeah. So we've arrived at Bungendore and we've chocked the bus up because the bit here, a good place to put it, it's not really level, it's close to the shed. So we've chocked her up and got in a not a bad spot. So this will be where it sits for a little while, unless we've got to unless we have to shift it, whatever. So it's sitting pretty close to level always at the moment, but this will be the last time that she'll look like this. We'll start tomorrow stripping it,